Hello guys, welcome back. So 38-week bump date. This is insane. It is Thursday. What is the date? Okay, Thursday, February 23rd. I am 38 weeks, 4 days, and I'm having a baby on Monday. It is crazy to say that because, first of all, I didn't even think I was going to make it this far because of how low she was and all the labor symptoms that I was feeling. But I think the fact that she's breech had something to do with the fact that she stayed in there a little longer. I don't know though. So to update you guys, I'm not sure if I said this in my 36-week video, but I was actually in the hospital 2 Fridays ago. So 36 weeks and 5 days I went into the hospital. I was having 8 hours of constant contractions every 2 minutes, and they could not stop them. I tried getting an IV and it didn't really slow them down. It just kind of like made each contraction lengthier. However, I was dilated to a 1, and after all of those contractions and all of that pain, my body was not progressing. So they said, we can give you a steroid to stop the contractions completely, or we can just send you home. And since I feel like contracting is such a natural thing that your body does, I didn't want to pump myself with something to force it to stop, considering that I was so far along. If I was like 32 weeks or something, obviously you don't want to be contracting that early. But I just kind of wrote it out, came home, took some Tylenol, and went to sleep, and eventually they did fade off. I have had a lot of contractions since, but not to that consistency for that length of time. She is still breech. I had my 38-week appointment today, which is why I waited till today to do this update. She's still breech. She's comfortable sitting like a little Buddha baby, just like this, upright. So I am scheduled Monday morning I have to be at the hospital at 5:30 a.m. My C-section is at 7:30 in the morning. So yeah, I don't know if I have progressed any in the last 2 weeks, because at my appointment today, I just didn't want to be checked because there's really no point. I have 3 days left. Everything's ready to go. I deep cleaned my house from top to bottom, and I mean like hands and knees, scrubbing every crevice of the house that I could, so that when we get home, we come home to a clean house. And I went grocery shopping. I've prepped everything as much as I could possibly prepare. So yeah, other than that, I'm not sleeping at all. It's actually like, I'm fine with not sleeping, because at least when she gets here, I'll be not sleeping for, a reason, or an exciting reason, I guess. And right now it's just to that point where like laying down hurts. Like it physically puts weird pressure on my back. I've tried sitting up, elevating myself, side. It's just really uncomfortable. I don't know if it's just because of the way she's positioned or sitting, so it's making it kind of painful. It actually is best to sit like this for me, but I can't sleep like this. It doesn't work. So yeah, but it's all part of it. And home stretch. I have everything ready to go. My family, my mom, my dad, and my sister, they're driving up from Florida this weekend. So it's been a good thing that she has stayed in there, so that they're able to be, there for the birth and a part of it, since everything is planned. I did have a total freak out today, because at my appointment, my doctor said there is a huge flu outbreak right now for whatever reason, and they are locking down the hospital to where anyone under the age of 12 is not allowed there. I guess because children are just little petri dishes and carrying flu symptoms. So my doctor said, you have anybody under the age of 12 coming to see the baby? And I said, my son. I would be devastated if he could not be there or meet her or be a part of this, and so would he, because he fully, he's 5 and he fully understands what's going on, and he's so excited for this as much as we are. So she told me to call labor and delivery, which right when I got out of my appointment, literally in the car, I called labor and delivery. And they said siblings are an exception. He will get a sibling wristband as long as he doesn't have any cold flu symptoms, which he does not, knock on wood, and I will keep him in a bubble all weekend to ensure that he stays that way. He is allowed, but no one else outside of siblings that are under the age of 12. So I was like, thank goodness, because I really would have been sad if he wouldn't have been able to be there. It would have been hard for me and I think for him. So yeah, I'm getting anxious. I don't know what's worse, anticipating going into labor or actually knowing when you're gonna have the baby, because it's like you think about it too much, and as excited as I am, it's still surgery and it's still, nerve-wracking to, pray that everything goes well. But yeah, so I will be having her on Monday, and it's crazy to think that that's 3 days away. So the weather's been beautiful for February here. It's usually our coldest month in our snow season, and right now it's 74 degrees outside. So it couldn't have happened at a better time. We are as prepared as we can be, and I am hoping for a safe and healthy delivery. So I'm really looking forward to this. I'm going to bring my camera out as much as I can while I'm there without it, taking away from the private time with my family. So I'm going to try to vlog here and there, obviously not in the surgery room, but on our way to the hospital, and then after we're in recovery and stuff like that, just so that I have stuff to look back on. I think it'll be really cool. But yeah, other than that, the next video you will be seeing is my birth vlog. So let me show you my last shot of my belly. So 38 weeks and 5 days. Can you see? And I'll show you guys with my shirt up. And I feel gigantic. But yeah. And I don't really feel like I've dropped, and I guess maybe that's because her head is up here and not down here, so her smaller part of her body is down here, so maybe that's why, since she's breech. But yeah, so that is my belly. It measured at 38.5 inches from the top of her head to my C-section scar, and her heart rate was like in the 160s today, so the doctor was like, she's showing off today. But I'm really excited and I can't wait to meet her. So yeah, I'm glad that I documented this stuff and this journey to look back on, and I hope you guys enjoyed the videos, and I will see you guys in my birth vlog, so wish me luck. Bye! I feel very large, but